Right, what am I gonna talk about? Let me think. Oh, I didn't realise I was I'd pressed record already. Hello, hello kids. Hello, children. I am Harry Harrison. If you didn't already know, I'm your dad. This is 2022, and hello from the past. I know you all live in the future because I'm making this for my future kids. Because at the moment I haven't got any kids. When you're about 18, 16, around that mark in the teens, so I can tell you what life was like for me in 2022. Yes, 2022. What an amazing year. First of all, it got 2 2s at the very end, so we've got that going for it. What else? What else is going for it? Uh, it's you can make any TV show have the initials 2022. So you have series 20 and series 22 put together, you get 2022. Yeah. I'm. I don't know what I'm like in the future, but my ambitions in life, Harry Harrison. Yes, my ambitions is not to talk in third person like I always do, but it's to also just make people laugh more in a financial sense. So I do a stupid job, so a job that no one expects to get a really high amount of money for, and I get a really high amount of money because I think that would be hilarious. I would love to understand young people because most TV shows I watch these days have words I don't understand. But at the moment, I'm only, really funnily, 22. So I've got a few years left to try and work out what they're saying. The people that are on TV these days. Funnily enough, also want to be on TV. Yeah, I have no idea for a TV show, but no one's willing to listen to me. And also, the BBC, the London branch, which are most people get programmes commissioned from down there, actually don't respond back to my emails. Yeah, I told him about this brilliant programme where this guy, Jim, 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 Jim Jensen, not related to the Jetsons, no. Jim Jensen, gets to, like, I don't know how you explain it. Well, it's like a family sitcom, but whereas he works out to clone himself and it becomes a family of clones and their car. And, no, they didn't want it. I said, you can have it for free. I don't even need to have the rights to it. They're like, no, it doesn't work for us. It doesn't work for us. And that's because the BBC are after something with more substance, something that actually makes sense. Because, frankly, this is what they said. Frankly, it makes no sense. I'm like, what? It makes no sense. What makes sense in this world? Because clearly, it's not that. I mean, I could have pitched a whole sitcom about Doggy the Sheep, and that would make no sense. You probably don't know what Doggy the Sheep is. Well, Doggy the Sheep was the first ever sheep to be cloned. Yes, in the 90s. Which, if you don't know what they are, they're a decade before the early 2000s. If you don't know what that is, what have I been doing? Yes, this is where you sort of respond back. Obviously, I won't hear the response as such, but this is where you sort of respond back. So I'll give you a minute of silence so you can respond back. La 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 la. Waiting. I've been waiting a good couple of years for this. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever find out. Anyway, what else is happening in 2022? Well, I don't know. Well, Last Leg is currently running its new series. Don't know what number. I haven't looked. That's why I don't know the number. What else? What else? Gogglebox is on hiatus until September. So Gogglebox Australia starts in a week. I see. You can tell what I'm interested in 2022. Tell you what I know about 2022. It's summer. It's like because we are hopefully still live in the UK. By the time you're seeing this, you probably live in New Zealand or Ireland. They're the key places I wanted to live, as in 2022 version of me wanted to either live in New Zealand or Ireland. Yeah. So what else? What else? So in the UK we've got a hosepipe ban, which means you can't use a hosepipe. And if you don't know what a hosepipe is, a hosepipe is it's just a tube where water comes out so you can water your garden. Obviously, I don't have a garden. I have a fake garden because I haven't got enough time in the day to actually mow the lawn, mow the grass, and do all the watering the plants and all that nonsense. Because I'm far too busy doing my nonsensical job, which is clowning around without being a clown. Yeah, yeah. I'm very good at this. Not clowning, well, clowning around, but not being a clown, because it's like clown the old-fashioned term, but I am like the comedian equivalent of a clown. Hopefully you're watching this on hologram. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. My predictions for the future is that there's holograms. We've mastered good VR, like VR that's like used for medical purposes. We've worked out how to get 3D printing working properly for medical purposes, because we've got it working on a leisure sense, but we haven't got it working on a medical sense yet. Yet enough to say if you lose a limb, we can 3D print a limb and it will still have the medical properties. I don't know the medical jargon. I'm not a medicine. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. Hopefully Doctor Who's still going around. I wouldn't be surprised that it wouldn't, because we're almost reaching our 60th year, which is 2023. Hopefully you have interviewed to get a job at Big Finish, but it depends on what you've done there, because obviously you want to be on TV. So if you sort of worked out, if we do a Chris Chapman where we work at Big Finish at the same time as working for the DVD boxes, we'll get onto TV in absolutely no time whatsoever. It's a tricky thing, that trying to do that. I am very impressed with Chris Chapman. I don't know what else to say. It's becoming increasingly harder to come up with things about 2022. What else about 2022? What else? Is there anything? Oh, Spitting Image got cancelled. The BritBox version. BritBox is being removed and turned into ITVX. Line of Duty is possibly coming back for a 7th series. Shetland started. That's you mean you can tell that I don't know anything about the political area of 2022. I only know about what's on TV in the month of August of 2022, which is what I'm in now, because it's the 17th of August today. Yeah. Hello, whoop-de-doo indeed. Brilliant. It was almost started raining this morning though. Yeah. I mean, I was going to make these more regularly, but well, the next video diary I need to actually write a plan, because I'm sort of at a loss. And I know you're probably saying, Dad, why are you doing that? I'll be like, well, I was 22 in 2022, so you can't really blame me for doing the things I did. I'm only just trying to talk, so is the future how I expected it? Trying to predict the future is a hard thing because you have to have the skill of an excellent writer with The Simpsons. Hopefully The Simpsons is still going on. The Simpsons were amazing at predicting things. But I do hope The Simpsons will continue predicting things. I hope Google Glass has returned, but has improved. Hopefully you're enjoying Apple Car. Yeah, hopefully the Tesla Cybertruck didn't explode. No, not because it's gonna explode. No, it's because it's a Cybertruck. It just looks very flammable. But I'm not intelligent enough to know whether or not it's flammable or not. I don't make the rules of knowing what's flammable and what's not, right? You make the rules, Elon Musk. I do not. I don't know what else to say really. I just really look forward to see if I change in the future. This is going on an emotional standpoint here for a second. And I hope Detectorists, the Christmas, the returning special is as good as we all anticipate. Hopefully Wuzzle Gummidge, the new one, has been cancelled because I am not too keen on Mackenzie Cook playing Wuzzle Gummidge because John Pertwee was the best Wuzzle Gummidge. Even though there was a Wuzzle Gummidge before him, but most of that footage is lost, so you can't really say, oh, Detective Wuzzle Gummidge was the best Wuzzle Gummidge, unless you were alive at the time. Hopefully you've showed the kids lots and lots of programs, and make sure they stay away from being one of those kids that watch too much YouTube. Well, if you do watch YouTube, do watch Richard Herring and clips of TV shows and old TV shows that are no longer knocking about on DVD. Hopefully DVDs are still going in your time. I can't give you a year to estimate when you're watching this because I said between 16 and 18, so and I don't know how old I'll be because I'm not a mathematician. I'm really not a mathematician. So don't think I am a mathematician. So you can't even speak now. Right, what I'll do, right, is I'll get more comfortable in this chair. I'm gonna wheel back a bit more further. I decided, right, I'll give you a little bit of background. I decided to use this wall, right, this background because it's more plain. And a lot of the things I want to talk about, and it just works better because there's enough corner for the chair, and there's enough area for me to lean against the table going, isn't life amazing? Or for me to adopt a thing where I pretend to look with my ear, oh look, it's an alien, ooh, that type of thing, if that makes at all sense, because not a lot of things actually make sense. And I know that might just be my brain, but the word makes sense, but other things that don't make sense, obviously, don't make sense. You have to think about what makes sense before you find out what doesn't make sense. So it's like, if you understand what makes sense, you understand what don't make sense. Have I confused you? See? There we go. Hopefully, right? Hopefully that wasn't confusing enough. Because I don't want to confuse the kids when I'm confusing myself. Right? I'm Harry Harrison, the most unconfused person in the world. Unless I've became the Guinness World Record holder for the most confused person. Probably won't. Someone else has probably got that. Yeah. Someone else has probably got that, yeah. Yeah, not me. No. You have to be a level of confused to actually be confused. Or compare the meerkat. Or confuse the meerkat. Or confused.com. Anyway, hopefully you still remember this advert washing machine no lot. Wait, washing machine no longer with cargo. Hopefully you remember that advert. Or shake hand back, do the shake hand back. Yes. Anyway, hopefully you're still obsessed with TV and managed to be a TV critic for a week or two, because obviously that seemed like a week or two job, because ambitions are high. You've got so many ambitions in life and so many jobs you want to do. You have to make sure you do them in a week to week thing, because then you can spend your life doing the jobs you like a week at a time, and then come back to another week of the programs, of the stuff. And hopefully you're on a game show or a quiz show or panel show, done a stand-up special for Next Up Comedy, or Netflix or Amazon Prime. I don't know. Well, hopefully the US remake of Friday Night Dinner wasn't as awful as it sounds. Same with the US remake of Inside Number 9. Hopefully it wasn't as horrid as it sounds. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to come up with things to say when you don't know enough about what's going on in the world of 2022. You only know about the TV, radio, and that side. You don't really pay much attention to the political standpoint of the world, and you don't understand the well, you understand the weather, that makes sense, but you don't understand what's going on in politics, because you're not a politician, so I just didn't want to understand that. It's Well, the Queen's still alive, yes, that is a definite bonus. She was, I think it was this year, she was 70, like, it was a massive, I don't know which one it is, but it was a massive, well, platinum, that's it, the Platinum Jubilee. She's the longest serving Queen. Hopefully she is still the longest serving Queen. Because that would be really impressive, because one of the Archers characters, has left the Archers this year as well at 103. So if she can get to 103, I 100% think the Queen will get to 103. I can 100% guarantee that, because the Queen, if you watch the Queen doing her Christmas speeches, she seems as healthy as anything, so she'll 100% get like either 203 or past 103. I mean, I don't know who the oldest woman is at your time or my time, but I reckon the Queen will become the oldest woman to ever live. It has to happen, because it's in the Queen's nature to not give up lightly, and not to leave anything without passing a milestone, because that's what the Queen does. But the Queen's very good at passing milestones. I don't know who's in the royal frame at the moment in your time, because I can't like predict, because I don't know what year it is at your end. So hopefully the Queen is celebrating 103 years on the throne. I don't think you'll be that far along in watching this. Hopefully you're watching this either on a VHS or a DVD. More likely DVD, because the format of filming it in it doesn't allow VHSs. But hopefully you're watching this on a DVD, because I hope that I've kept the DVD industry alive, still buying DVDs even in 2022, because the streaming, which they all say streaming in the future, it isn't really, because it's Netflix that losing subscribers at a rapid rate and adding adverts, and then Disney Plus adding adverts and adding all these things to make it like a TV channel. How is streaming going to be the future if it's all collapsing right in front of us? Traditional TV will still be around, I reckon, by your time, but I don't know. I generally don't know. It's hard to say on that front, because Netflix at the moment will lose subscribers. So does that mean that Amazon Prime will become the biggest streaming service, or will streaming services in the next 10 years collapse? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. One question I do like to ask is, did you ever get that pet orangutan? I know you wanted a pet orangutan, or did you substitute with a pet gorilla? because you can train that gorilla to play the drums like Phil Collins did for that Cadbury's advert. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go now. I'm gonna go now, right? So that hopefully this disc is like a compilation of all my video diaries, best of type thing. But I'm gonna go now. Yeah, I'm gonna leave. I'll leave. So don't turn this off or fast forward it. Watch me leave.